Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. A couple of hours ago we received some very interesting and I would say intriguing news about the future Call of Duty projects, and in this video we are going to talk about details and how authentic these informations are. Considering the fact that the information we are going to present in this video are a combination of data mining and leaked information, so everything that we are going to say in this video, take it with a grain of salt because it still might not happen, but there is some, I would say, solid proofs that these future projects that we are going to mention are going to make a final appearance in the next Call of Duty title, which is called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which will be of course integrated with Warzone. So Warzone Zombie Royale and Night Mode were data mined in the August 24th patch, which is Season 5 Reloaded. The mid-season update brought a slew of content for the rest of Season 5, which will probably run until the release of Black Ops Cold War. Infinity Ward already revealed Kingslayer, a new game mode for Warzone, which is described as a large-scale team deathmatch on Battle Royale, where teams fight to earn points by defeating hostile players. However, the circle doesn't collapse, rather it moves around the map for an agile battle on the go. The top 5 teams' top scoring players will be marked as a king on the TAC map. Eliminate king to get additional points and be awarded a free kill streak. I tried this new game mode and it's absolutely brilliant. I can already say that this is my favorite mode. So previously I used to play a lot of classic Battle Royale and Plunder as well, because Plunder can be such a fun as well. But this game mode is having so much needed potential, and I think it's going to be next big thing in a Warzone. According to Modern Warfare's account, Warzone is bound to see a Zombie Royale mode. This would be a perfect mode for the introduction of a new season or the connection between Warzone and the new Call of Duty title, which is called Black Ops Cold War. And it didn't stop at the zombies, as they found a total of 6 game modes: Pandemic, Outbreak, Armored Cargo, Truck Wars, Plunder, Fire Sale and Zombie Royale. And the much requested, slightly controversial Night Mode is finally coming to Warzone as well. We already know that idea of a Night Mode in a Warzone is circulating in the community for, I would say, centuries. So first time I heard it already in March when the Warzone was first online for the platforms like PS4, Xbox and the computer PCs as well. So basically this is absolutely no surprise to me, and I'm already thinking that having a Battle Royale mode in a night actually would be an epic thing for Warzone, and it would be a much needed refreshment. Now I will go back to the list of the modes that I mentioned before, and the first one on the list that's been data mined is Pandemic. Now that's very actual, I would say, considering the fact what's happening in the world today in regards of the coronavirus. So I cannot even imagine what can actually be, for example, Pandemic, what your tasks are going to be. But sounds very interesting and sounds very actual. So I'm really looking forward to see this implemented. Maybe it's not going to be implemented, but anyways, it sounds very, very interesting. The next one is Outbreak. Again, Pandemic and Outbreak, that has some similarities because we know what Pandemic is, because we're listening to that thing about those things every day on the news, in the media or whatsoever. But Outbreak is the same thing. Like if you are having a pandemic, then you are having an outbreak of the pandemic in some certain places. So maybe we will have like a map, and then outbreak will happen in a portions of the map, and then you have to go save the day or something like that. But anyways, again, whatever they are going to implement, any of these additions would just benefit the Warzone, because refreshment of the Warzone is long due, and I'm saying that in the last couple of videos because things are getting, I won't say boring, because Warzone is always interesting So it's always interesting what's going to happen. You will never play the same round, so that's why people are staying with this game and trying to compete more and more. But there is definitely a need for the new modes that will interact and be connected to the new Call of Duty title, which is called Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And by the way, just to remind you, the big worldwide reveal of the next Call of Duty title is just, I would say, a couple of hours away, and it will be in Verdansk. So make sure to be online not to miss the worldwide reveal of the next Call of Duty title. The next mode that data miners founded is called Armored Cargo. Now that could also be very interesting, I would say. Armored Cargo associates me on a chase for some cargo or whatsoever. Maybe the train will be included in the new addition to the map that's been introduced with the season 5. So maybe the train would be the part of this armored cargo, and then maybe you are going to chase these things around, and then just whoever grabs the armored cargo will have the major advantage on the battleground. Maybe a juggernaut or maybe some kind of a tanks are going to be introduced in the Warzone as well. Like, these are all possibilities that have been circulating within the community for ages, and it appears that most of these leaks, and I would be free to say around 70% of these leaks are, I won't say confirmed, but they were true. And we saw a lot of these things implemented in the game. Doesn't matter, are we speaking about the pay version or the free version? And I'm saying about pay version, I'm talking about Modern Warfare, multiplayer, etc. Free version, I'm speaking about Warzone, modes, plunder, etc. Everything else that's coming with the updates. So the next one in line is Plunder Fire Sale. Now what that could be, I'm not quite sure. We already know what fire sale is in the Warzone, because at the certain rounds you can get a fire sale. It lasts, I think, 2 minutes. And then basically you have, in all shops, you have items 90% off the price. And some items are also for free. Now, considering the fact that in Plunder you don't have a lot of items to buy in a shop, so probably they will add something new over there in order for us to compete, or maybe just get some specific shop, and then some specific shop will probably have a fire sale, and then you have to go there, buy some addition that you cannot buy regular during the game in order for you to get maybe a distinctive advantage of on the battleground. I'm not 100% sure, but as I said previously, these rumors are already circulating the community for months, and I think that the developers of the Call of Duty and the Warzone are doing absolutely brilliant job, because they are listening to the community. Like, I won't even mention the fate of other games that were not, and developers that were not listening to the community, and I will just use the Star Wars Battlefront 2. They were simply not listening to the community, and the game just died off. But with the Call of Duty, and in particular with Warzone, I don't see that happening, because developers are paying absolutely attention to the fan base, and that's very important. When the fan base is going to be ignored by the developers, that would be the end of this game. So when the streamers and when the professionals are going to leave this game, it's going to be over. And developers are so far doing an absolutely brilliant job in keeping all the fans, casual players, professionals, streamers, everybody is in, and everybody is so excited with every update that's coming, which is quite good for the game. And last but not least on the list of the data mined information is Zombie Royale. Now, as like in previous modes that I commented, there has been a lot of speculations about zombies coming to Warzone. There were even some concept art released by the developers of Warzone, the scrapped concept art that showed zombie modes in Warzone. Now that project was never implemented because I assume only the developers were and Activision were busy with creating the new Call of Duty title, which is going to have a worldwide reveal tomorrow, so Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So they were busy with that, and that mode was never implemented in Warzone, which is quite a pity because the pictures that we saw, the images, that thing looked absolutely brilliant, and I'm absolutely disappointed that it haven't made its way to the final version of the Warzone. But considering the fact that the data miners found this information in a leaked files and in the files of the Season 5 Reloaded, I'm really hoping that the Warzone, the zombie mode in the Warzone, will finally make its way. How that mode is going to look like, there is absolute zero information on that. Now there is a lot of possibilities, there's a lot of rumors, like that the last team that's going to play and team that's going to survive is going to be the winner. Then the team that's going to be killed, they turn into the zombies, and then you can basically become a human again if you eat the heart of the other defeated player. So there is a lot of information that's circulating about this mode, which actually means that zombies are definitely coming to Warzone, and I cannot underline my excitement about this information because it's an absolute must for every Call of Duty game. So far we had in absolutely every Call of Duty game we had a zombie mode except in a Modern Warfare, and that's, I would say, a big minus because Call of Duty, any Call of Duty title, is simply not complete without the zombie mode. So I'm really looking forward to see how the things are going to be wrapped up, and there is also a rumor when is the time frame of this to be released. Now definitely we are not going to see any of these modes, zombie mode, plunder fire sale or anything like that in a Season 5. So that thing, updates and new modes are definitely coming somewhere in between, either in the middle of the Season 6 or at the end of the Season 6, when the Black Ops Cold War is going to be, I would say, commercial and online. So we will still have to stay put for another 2 months before any of these new modes are going to be online. As with all data mined information, things can change, and nothing has been confirmed by Infinity Ward. Since this is the mid-season update, the data mined game modes will either come toward the end of the season or Season 6. So that's basically the thing that I just mentioned before. There is no time frame, there is no official confirmation by officials from Activision or Infinity Ward about these modes. So there is something inside the game, they are definitely planning something, but there is no official statements on it. That's why I said at the beginning of this video, just take all of these information with a grain of salt, because we don't know, like nobody knows. The funny thing is there are people out there that claim they have the insider's source, they have this, they have that. They don't have a clue what's happening. It's the same like you, me, everybody. We don't know what's happening because we are not inside the Activision and we are not inside Infinity Ward. So we don't know what are their plans unless they announce something. There was some leakers, I would say, but that were basically right about the things that were coming. But that was just a lucky guess. That's my opinion, because those people that work in Activision and on development of these games, they are paid so much that they simply, it doesn't go into their account to leak absolutely anything. So everything that we see around in these mainstreamers, they are basically, it's just a product of imagination, which at the end it's an entertainment and it's not bad at all. I'm not trying to criticize anybody here, but definitely we are on to interesting end of Season 5 and the beginning of Season 6, and I'm really looking forward to see how this thing and data mined information is going to wrap up. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention and thank you for your patience. This is the end of our video for today. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please hit that like button along with the subscribe button for future great Call of Duty content. And until next time, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.